All right, certainly a tough transition here, but we do have some political news to talk about. Presidential race heating up. Joining us now live in studio with in-depth analysis, our political analyst Joe Fleming. We're going to discuss the Democrats, yes, Joe, this half hour. Although I am jealous that Danielle gets to talk about the Republicans at 7:30 over on Fox Providence. Far more entertaining. But in last night's primaries, yes, and caucuses, Bernie Sanders, people in Michigan feeling the burn. He's still going here.
Yes, that's a major upset. Yeah. Polls had Hillary winning by double digits. Him winning last night means this campaign for the Democratic nomination is going to go on into April, into May, and possibly into June. Hillary Clinton is still in a very strong position to win the nomination. She has a very big delegate lead. If you count the super delegates, by over 600 delegates. However, he now has the momentum to keep on going and keep getting his message out to the voters.
All right, so Bernie has some big states coming up where he can continue to chip away at Hillary Clinton's lead, but will it be enough, Joe?
Well, probably not. I would think she's the odds-on favorite. Next week you have Florida, Ohio, Illinois, North Carolina, all states that Hillary is heavily favored in. So if she keeps winning those states, she's going to increase that lead. He's going to be close enough to keep getting delegates, and that's what he's trying to do. Have enough delegates so at the convention he could have a say in what goes on.
A lot of folks talking about these super delegates, and some folks saying that this thing was decided well before these primaries and caucuses even started, because most of those super delegates are already going in Hillary's favor. Right. We'll talk about that whole process.
Well, the super delegates really don't have to say who they're voting for until the convention.
Right.
8 years ago, a lot of the super delegates were with Hillary Clinton early on. As her campaign started to falter, they switched over to Barack Obama. They're not committed. I mean, they are committed, but they can still change. So right now, as long as she keeps the momentum, she will hold on to those super delegates. But they are not bound to her. If Bernie Sanders once starts winning state after state after state, they could switch over, and that could help him greatly. The thing is, without the super delegates, he is still behind by 200-300 delegates. That's very hard to close when it's proportional. Last night, Hillary lost Michigan, but she got more delegates because of Mississippi than Bernie Sanders did.
All right, great stuff, Joe, as always. Wait till you hear him at 7:30 over on Fox Providence. Donald Trump trying to hawk his beer and his steaks last night at the podium, right?
He was talking about that.
He's a beauty. All right, Joe with Danielle at 7:30 over on Fox Providence to talk about the Republicans.
And shifting gears quite a bit now to an update on campaign 2016. We've been reporting all morning long. It was a split night for the Democrats. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton each picking up wins last night. Surprise in Michigan. While on the Republican side, Donald Trump taking 3 of 4 contests last night. Joining us now with in-depth analysis is our political analyst, Joe Fleming. All right, Joe, so let's talk about Trump. Keeps rolling along last night. Not many surprises for him.
No, there isn't. I mean, Donald Trump, people felt, may have a bump in the road. Last week was not great for him. Thursday night's debate was not outstanding. Mitt Romney attacked him on Friday. In Saturday's primaries, he won 2, only by a little bit, and lost 2. So people thought we may have seen Donald Trump starting to go downhill. Just the opposite happened. He had a very good night last night. He rolled in Michigan with double digits. Mississippi, where Cruz should have done well, he also won that by double digits. So Donald Trump right now, again, is in a strong position. What the establishment's been trying to do to him has not worked.
Yeah, now Cruz really the only one seems to be able to possibly be able to beat him. He did have a win in Idaho last night.
Yes, he did.
And Marco Rubio, though, not really doing well anywhere.
No, he finished 3rd and 4th in all the primaries yesterday. With Marco Rubio, it's very simple. If he does not win Florida next Tuesday, I really believe his campaign is over because he's won basically nowhere.
We're hearing, though, from behind the scenes that there could be some deep discussions within the Marco Rubio camp about maybe changing the path here. Do you really think he's going to continue on to Florida?
I think he will. I think at this point, you're 6 days out from the election. I think Florida has really voting. People have voted already. I think he'll really be hurt if he jumps out this late in the game. I think he's going to finish in Florida. If he does not win Florida, I think he will step away.
Talk about John Kasich for a minute, too. Last night he was hoping for a stronger showing in Michigan.
Yes.
He eked out a 3rd place finish close to Ted Cruz, right?
Yeah, John Kasich really wanted to finish 2nd last night in Michigan to give him momentum to go into his home state of Ohio. Right now, I saw a poll that has him about 6 points behind Donald Trump in Ohio. Again, he's in the same situation. He has to win his home state. If you can't carry your home state, how do you expect to be elected president of the United States?
Let's talk a little bit about Donald Trump's performance last night where, you know, when he was addressing the media, he was actually like rolling out some of his products. What was your take on that?
Well, again, with Donald Trump, expect the different. It's not going to be a typical press conference. He had a press conference at one of his resorts. At the resort, he was showing his water, showing his wine, showing his steaks. He's trying to say that Mitt Romney was wrong the other day when he was criticizing him, saying he had all these failures. He's saying, no, I'm a successful businessman. So he's doing 2 things. He's trying to become president, and he's also touting his business at the same time.
interesting to the very end, Donald Trump,
Absolutely.
right?
You can never know what Donald Trump's going to do. He could start a conference very quiet, very, say, almost normal. Then he could be attacking people by the end of the press conference. So with Donald Trump, that's why people are watching these debates, because you don't know what you're going to get out of Donald Trump.
All right, we don't know, and we're going to continue to watch and see the results as they come in. We'll be checking with you.
My pleasure.
For the next primary and caucus round. And for more on Campaign 2016, you can always head to our website, WPRI.com.